and sustainable future for our children. She is passionate about keeping toxic chemicals out of consumer products, which can be especially harmful to pregnant mothers and children. Laura serves on her family's foundation boards, including the Turner Foundation, the Turner Endangered Species Fund, and Ted's Montana Grill. She understands that if we are to have a healthy planet, children must become champions of our environment. To meet that challenge, Laura chairs Captain Planet Foundation, which promotes innovative and hands-on environmental education and gardens in schools. It's a national organization, and it funds programs that are designed to teach children to be good stewards of our planet and our natural resources. She is a contributing eco-editor and environmental speaker, living with her husband Rutherford and her 3 children. Laura walks the talk. Laura and I have spent a few times together, and among other things, Laura has managed to find her voice, though her mother and father are passionate and worldwide heroes. She has managed to find her voice, though her husband and other family members are passionate about their work and successes. She is every bit as passionate, every bit as committed, every bit as caring and loving about the world in which she lives. Please join me, because I am very humbled to present to you, Laura, this Pass on the Blessings Award from the Andrew Young Foundation. Please join me.
Well, Mayor Young, I think you have brought some of the most important people in the world together under one roof. Birds of a feather flock together. And I'm just in awe of you and the work. I'm so fortunate to have traveled with you to some of those countries that are knocked out on that globe over there. And everywhere we've gone, some of the happiest places in the world, but also those with the biggest, most severe problems. And wherever you go, you are revered and loved and respected. And we're just so blessed to have you in our midst right here in Atlanta. I think we should just rename the city, personally. Youngstown, Youngsville. But there are a lot of folks in here that love you and want to pay tribute. My dad is not here, and he told me to send you his love and to tell you happy birthday, happy 80th birthday. You get younger each year. I know you've been working on, you've been reading a lot of great books. Dr. Mark Hyman has turned you on to a healthier way to live, because we need you around for decades. We need you to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for the oldest mayor, or just we'll go with the oldest man on the face of the planet, because you have got, and with your family, with Carolyn, and other leaders in this room, so much more work to do. And that's really what I'm about. You've inspired me. I've got a lot of heroes. But the fact that you put your life and your limb in harm's way to benefit the whole world, when you were just a young man, and you got out there with the other civil and human rights leaders and led a nation, many nations, to follow in your footsteps. You also taught us by example how to forgive and love unconditionally. And I think that that's why I'm up here, because I'm a big fan of yours. I'm a big fan of Reverend Durley, C.T. Vivian, Dr. Martin Luther King, and so many others who were so great at teaching our country that lesson. And I'm up here because we are mandated, just as you were. The Lord mandated us to take care of the least of these and of children. And we haven't been doing such a great job. A lot of people like yourself are doing the majority of the heavy lifting. And we need to spread that heavy lifting around a little bit better. And as good as some of us do, there's room to do more and more, and we must, because we're at a crossroads. And I don't have to tell you, because you can see it. It's the health of our children. Our children are suffering, especially in our backyard. There are schools that have children that have 50% of the children in that school have asthma. We have the second highest rates of obesity in the country. Our children are filled up with pollution and toxins. And we can do better to keep our air clean, to keep our water clean, to keep our food clean, and to move along to the new energy future economy. We must, because it is about pollution in our planet, in our atmosphere can only take so much. So anyway, if Dad were here, that's what he would say. He'd say, we are in a baseball game. And this is a tribute to Hank Aaron. But we're in the 7th inning, and we're down by a couple of runs. And we all have to get together and work very hard as a team to make sure we get those runs and we come out winning the game. You know, a grand slam would be nice. And I think I've gone over my 3 minutes, but I just wanted to thank you so much again for honoring me and asking me to be here. It's the most special honor I've ever gotten from somebody as important as you, and thank you, and just keep up the great work. 80 more years.